So let's get into this. So today I have planned to do maybe 3-4 sections. So the first section that I thought of doing is linear equations, right? So equations. It's There are a lot of types of equations. Okay. Out of that, now this linear equation or simple equation is the basic, right? It's a basic concept, and most of the time most of the people would have good idea about this. Okay, this would be something uh, they would easily do. So I am not going to spend much time in this. I'll just do this quickly. Just we'll just go through one or two problems, and then we'll move on to the next section, right? So so in physics, uh, you would have to use equations. You would have to solve equations a lot. Like literally, you would be doing that so much, right? So it's something very important, right? So if you struggle in this, then your entire 2 years journey would be a struggle, right? So you have to practice uh, solving equations, solving several types of equations, especially simple equations and simultaneous equations. And also it will be better if you can uh, you know if you can have an idea about quadratic equations as well. So here we'll focus on just simple equations. So here, now I have included some problems. I have included problems, uh, but the problems require some sort of physics idea, right? So I have not gone into that. I have given the equations itself. So once you learn physics later on, right? Once you go into this and once you learn this stuff, you'll be able to get these equations on your own. So our plan is just to go from that point onwards. So once you get the equation, how do you solve that, right? So that's what we are focusing today. So you can see, right? So I have given some problems. Uh, Based on that problems, we have got the equation, and our task is to solve it, right? So if we start from the first question, you can see um, something about rocket warm up, right? So rocket warm up. Um, so let's say a rocket already moving at 10 meters per second activates a booster that increases its speed by 2 meters per second every second. It must reach 30 meters per second before the next stage separates. So, when you deal with a problem like this, there's an equation that you have to apply. So that equation has been applied for you. So by applying that equation, we've got this. So it says 30 equals 10 plus 2t, and you have to find t. Okay, you have to find the time taken for this. So that t represents time. So you just have to find this. So when it comes to solving equations, uh, what you have to do is, now you have to find the value of some unknown, right? You have to find the value of some unknown. So basically what we do is we uh, isolate the unknown. Okay, you have an unknown expression t. So what we try to do is we just keep the t isolated in one side, and we bring the numbers to the other side, right? So you can see the equation says that 30 equals 10 plus 2t. So what you can do is you can take the 10 to the left hand side. Okay, you can take the 10 to the left hand side, and to do that, now you can see 10 is just added there. Okay, 10 is just added with 2t. So when you take it to the opposite side, when you take it to the left hand side, what happens is the 10 actually gets subtracted. Okay, so that's what happens. So 30 minus 10 will be equal to what's left there, 2t, right? Then what you do is, then you take this 2 uh, to the other side, right? So we have taken 10 to this side, right? We have taken 10 to this side, and now 30 minus 10 is in the left hand side. With that, you divide it by 2. Uh, so the answer that you get 20 would get divided by 2, and you'll get the answer. So we'll quickly do that. So 30 minus 10 equals 2t. Then you'll divide both sides by 2 in order to isolate t. So 30 minus 10 would yield 20, and when you divide it by 2, you'll get 10, right? So t equals to 10. So likewise, we have a quadratic equation here. So it's a very simple quadratic equation. So this is about vertical jump timing, right? So here also there is an equation. So when you substitute in that equation, you'll get this 8 equals 5t squared. So what you have to do is you just have to, now as I said earlier, you have to isolate t squared. Okay, so for that you divide both sides by 5, right? So you're left with t squared equals to 80 by 5, which is 16. So t equals to, now t squared is 16, right? T squared, the square of t is 16. So in order to get t, what you have to do is you have to take the square root. So you should find the square root of 16. So we know 16 is a square number. So when you take the square root, you'll get 4, right? So uh, this is the answer for this. So 4. And we can put the units as well. T is 10 seconds, it's 4 seconds, right? Uh, Likewise, you can see now here we have an equation with some trigonometric expressions also. So you can see 40 cos 30 equals to t cos 60. So in our curriculum, okay, they expect you to know some trigonometric ratios. Okay, so the trigonometric ratios they expect you to know is, first one, it's sine 30. So you should know what sine 30 is. Then you should know what sine 45 is. You should know what sine 60 is, and what sine 90 is, and what sine 0 is. Okay, you're expected to know this. So sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 over root 2, sine 60 is root 3 over 2, sine 90 is 1, sine 0 is 0. So you should know these values, and also you should know cos values, the cosine values. So you can see, you can easily remember this. You know, cos 30, cos 45, and cos 60. If you take this, okay, so cos 45 will be the same as sine 45, 1 over root 2. Cos 30 and cos 60, they'll be just interchanged values here. That means for cos 30, you will get the value of sine 60, which is root 3 by 2. And for cos 60, you'll get the value for sine 30, which is half. Same way, cos 90 and cos 0. For cos 90, you will get the value equal to sine 0, which is 0. And for cos 0, you'll get the value for sine 90, which is 1. So we can, I think it will be easy to remember this, right? So just it will be good if you can, uh, remember these values, because they won't be giving you these values. You'll have to uh, get this, right? You have to use this. So it's better if you can remember this, right? So here we have 40 cos 30. So cos 30 I can substitute root 3 by 2. You can see cos 30 is root 3 by 2, and t cos 60. So cos 60 is half. So t into half. So now we are supposed to find t, right? So I have to isolate t. So you can see t into half equals to 40 into root 3 over 2. So I can take this half, take this 2 to this side, to the other side. So um, if now t is actually divided by 2, no? So when you take 2 to the other side, it gets multiplied, right? So now 40 into root 3 by 2 will get multiplied by 2, and it will be equal to t, right? So now you can see 2 divided by 2, so it just cancels off. So we have t equals to 40 root 3. The unit will be newtons, right? So likewise, now these problems, I think they follow the same pattern that we've learned earlier. So I think we'll be able to do this. So we can just give this a try, right? So let's just focus on maybe one more problem. That's this lever balance problem. So when you have a question like this, uh, you can actually, um once you learn the physics, you'll be able to get this equation in the sense you can get an equation similar to this for a given situation, right? So let's say, first of all, you can see this 4 is outside brackets. Inside the brackets we have x minus 2. So if there is a bracket like this, the value out of the bracket, um, like is it has to be used for both these, right? You have to multiply both the expressions, both the values inside this by the number outside, right? So 4 has to be multiplied with x and 2, both of these. So 4x minus 4 into 2, 8. The same thing has to be done here also. 2 should be multiplied with both of these expressions. So 2x plus 2 into 8 is 16. So now we can do it. As I said earlier, you have to isolate the term that we need to find. So you can see x has to be found. So take x to one side. Take all the x to one side. So take this 2x to this side. So what happens is the 2x which got added here would come to the other side and it will get subtracted. So 4x minus 2x, and we have a minus 8. I'll put that also. Minus 8 equals to 16. Then 4x minus 2x is 2x minus 8. I can take this minus 8 to the other side. I need to isolate x now. So I'll take this minus 8 to the other side. So minus 8, when I take it to the other side, becomes plus 8. So 2x equals 24, x equals 12, right? So that's the answer, right? So 2x equals 24, you divide both sides by 2 and you get the answer as 12. So the rest of the problems you can see, we can just apply the same concepts and we can get the answer. So I think that would be fine. So this is the first thing that you should master, right? So linear equations, solving equations is something very important when it comes to physics. Okay, basically you'll get a lot of situations where you'll have to solve equations, right? So this is something important. So you can go through your uh, your workbooks from O levels, and you'll find a lot of questions. You'll find a lot of questions from equations, and you can use it. Right? You can practice those questions. so that you master this section and do problems under this easily, right? So that's the first section.